110.
Defense flight level 110, speed about 50 kilo.
Kilo 50 kilo, speed 220 knots.
About 50 kilo.
Easy 162, turn left, heading 045.
Heading 045, easy 162.
Washington 44 Whiskey, contact London Control 129425.
129, this is 425 now, thanks for service, see you again soon. No, Washington 44 Whiskey.
Easy 162, continue climb flight level 30.
Level 130, easy 160.
Captain Air 402 London.
402, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for your patience. Apologies for the delay while we sorted out some aircraft in the air. You are cleared to Tokyo Narita. Brooklands Park, 2nd Foxtrot departure, runway 27 right. Initial altitude 6,000 feet. Squawk 0372.
Yeah, dude, no problem. We are clear to Narita via Brookman Park 7 Foxtrot, 27 right. Initial climb is going to be 6,000 and 0372 on the box, Japan Air 402.
Japan Air 402, that is all correct. The wind is 220 degrees at 7 knots, runway 27 right, clear takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 27 right. Back 402.
Alright, London Control, shuttle 1 2 Tango. Shuttle 1 2 Tango, standby. Receiver 50 kilo, report your speed to Gatwick Director 126825.
Speed to Gatwick Director 12625, speed about 50 kilo, bye bye.
Scandinavian 5, correction Scandinavian 458, descend flight level 120.
Flight level 120, Scandinavian 458.
Speedbird 2742, reduce speed 220 knots, descend flight level 130.
Reduce speed 220 knots on the level 130, speedbird 2742. 14 Golf with you at 5,000.
Easy 714 Golf, London Control, evening, climb for 170.
70, easy 714 Golf.
Easy 162, turn left, heading 335.
Left heading 335, easy 162.
Scandinavian 458, are you able to hold at timber?
Hey, firm Scandinavian 458, we will hold that.
Scandinavian 458, Roger, enter the hold at timber, that's 220 knots, right hand turns as published.
Holding at timber 220 knots, right hand turn Scandinavian 458.
Available. Easy 162, contact London Control 132.6, goodbye.
132.6, easy 162.
Sending anyone. Scandinavian 458, Eastern flight level 110.
Flight level 110, Scandinavian 458.
Steward 227 for London Control, good evening. Maintain altitude 4,000 feet on reach. And so, James said, will you give them a Lamborn 1X free departure? Zulu 2277, roger, disregard that, and fly radar heading 310 degrees. Zulu 2742, descend flight level 120, enter the hold at timber right hand turns, speed 220 knots.
Yeah, repeat the please for speaker 2742.
Zulu 2742, flight level 120.
Flight level 120, enter the right front, hold at timber, speed 220 knots, speaker 2742.
Scanner 458, contact director 126.825.
126.82, Scandinavian 458. Gatwick director.
Speedbird 274, Speedbird 27141, can you return back to heading 300 degrees, 300?
Heading of 300 degrees, Speedbird 2741.
Gatwick director, good evening, Scandinavian 458, flight level 110, holding timber 220 knots.
Yes, stand by last caller. Speedbird 2741, can you reduce your speed now to minimum approach speed? We've got a bottleneck for departures.
Roger, minimum approach speed for Speedbird 2741.
Speedbird 50 kilo, continue descending there down to flight level 80. Continue right turning, but then leave on heading of 3 degrees.
Roger, down to flight level 80 and leave timber heading 350 degrees, Speedbird 50 kilo.
Over. Okay, Speedbird 2742. Good evening to you, runway 26 left for landing. Continue holding flight level 120 at the moment.
Runway Speedbird 2742, flight level 120 and 26 left.
Scandinavian 458, descend now down to flight level 90.
Flight level 90, Scandinavian 458.
Speedbird 2741 has captured the localizer.
Speedbird 2741, roger, continue descending on the glide path. Speed, minimum approach speed until 4 DME, contact tower now 124.225, bye-bye.
14225, speed 140 until 4 DME. Descend with the glide path.
Speedbird 2742, descend now to flight level 100.
Semi-flight level 100, Speedbird 2742.
Okay, Scandinavia 458, timber holdings can now cancel. Leave on a heading of 350 degrees, speed back to 180 knots.
Say again for Scandinavian 458.
Yeah, Scandinavia 458, timber holdings now cancelled. Leave on a heading of 350 degrees, speed 180 knots. Right, Speedbird 50 kilo. Can you turn right now, heading 350 degrees? Continue descending now down to altitude 4,000 feet on the QNH 1017.
Right heading 350 degrees, down to 4,010, just confirm the QNH, Speedbird 50 kilo.
Yeah, QNH 1017. Can you increase your speed to 250 knots for a couple of minutes?
Scandinavian 458, leaving hold, heading 350, speed 180 knots.
Yeah, Scandinavian 458. I want you to turn right now, heading 030 degrees.
Right heading 030 degrees, Scandinavian 458.
And Scandinavian 458, you can continue descending down to flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Scandinavian 458.
Speedbird 272, descend to flight 900.
Final 9 is Speedbird 2742.
Scandinavia 458, you can descend there down to altitude 5,000 feet on a QNH 1017.
5,000 feet, QNH 1017, Scandinavian 458.
Speedbird 50 kilo, continue down to altitude 3,000 feet, speed back now to 160 knots.
Speed 160 knots down to 3,000, Speedbird 50 kilo. Actually,
Speedbird 50 kilo, turn left heading 290 degrees to establish the RS-26 left descend with glide path number 2.
information. Turn left heading 290 degrees, clear the ILS approach runway 26 left, once established descend on a glide path. Speedbird 50 kilo.
Scandinavia 458, you can turn left heading 290 degrees.
Left heading 290 degrees, Scandinavian 458.
Speedbird 2742, timber hold is now cancelled. Turn right heading 060 degrees, descend to flight level 70.
Excellent, right 06 degrees, I'm down to flight level 70, Speedbird 2742.
Scandinavian 458, continue down to altitude 3,000 feet, speed back now to 160 knots.
3,000 feet, speed 160, Scandinavian 458.
Speed now 2742, speed now to 180 knots.
Okay, 180 knots for 2742.
Speed now 2742, continue down, descending down to altitude, 5,000 feet, on a QNH 1017.
Continue down to 5,000 feet, 1017, Scooper 2740.
Speedbird 2742, turn left heading 310 degrees.
Left 310 degrees, Scooper 2740.
Speedbird 50 kilo, continue descending on the glide path. Speed 160 knots until 40 ME, contact tower 124.22, bye bye.
Descend on glide path 16024 and tower 124225, speedbird 50 kilo, bye bye.
Speedbird 2742, turn left heading 290 degrees, and descend to now altitude 4,000 feet.
Left 290 degrees, down to 4,000 feet, Scooper 2740.
Scandinavian 458, once a stop, continue descending on the glide path. Speed 160 knots until DME, contact tower 124.225, your number 2, bye bye.
Scandinavian 458, descending on bypass, contact tower, speed 160 for the east. Bye. Gatwick Tower, good evening, Scandinavian 458, established 26 left.
458, leaving Gatwick Tower, continue approach. There is one to land and one to the surface to wind is coming up.
Continue approach Scandinavian.
Sure, 36 Golf Victor, runway 26 left clear to take off surface wind calm.
Clear to take off, speedbird 36 Golf Victor.
Speedbird 50 kilo, runway indicated.
Square 50 kilo, Roger, make the right turn, straight left Romeo, right onto Lima, stand 551.
26 left, sorry, 26 right, Romeo, Juliet 551, speedbird 50 kilo.
Scandinavian 458, runway 26 to clear to land.
Clear to land Scandinavian 458.
Square 36 Golf Victor, comes to London, control 154, that's 125, good night.
Approaching 26 left.
134.125, speedbird 36 Golf Victor, thanks very much.
Hello again, Purple Line Whiskey Bravo 751, November.
There's no Whiskey Bravo, back to close, contact out director 126.825.
125, Purple Line Whiskey Bravo.
All stations, Gatwick ground is now, the Gatwick Tower is now closing. For further ATC, contact Gatwick director 126.825. I repeat, Gatwick Tower is now closing. For further ATC, contact Gatwick director 126.825, Gatwick out.
One 1,200 meters remaining. 900 meters remaining.